welcome to my YouTube channel, The Diary of a Blessed Girl. Okay, today, what I'm going to be talking about is something very, very common, and I think it's something one or two or more will learn from. Today, I decided to stand up, so no, because I wouldn't like this topic I want to talk about is a very, very rampant topic. I mean, subject matter. Let me put it that way. A very, very important and how will I put it? A very, very important subject matter that I know people actually face, and it's important to talk about it. Just in anticipation of our December podcast, right? And also because it's going to be a very, very jolly one, so I decided to do my skincare while at it. Okay, so what we're going to be talking about today is office politics, right? Office politics. I know a lot of people have a lot of things to say about office politics, and there's a lot going on in the office that I mean, some people don't like to talk about, and some just maybe because they don't want to lose their jobs, or maybe they don't even have someone to talk to or to confide in, right? And all that. So it's people, some people are just quiet about it. They don't, because they just feel like, well, it's a normal thing, and it's not something. If we talk about it, maybe we're thinking maybe okay, there's a character flaw somewhere, but I would just need to let you know that office politics it happens everywhere. Like, it happens everywhere. It happens in every company, and it's important to talk about it. And it's very also important to know how to go about it with God's wisdom, right? And also, I would be giving some scenarios. I'll be giving some scenarios, um, because I wouldn't lie. For me, I've been a very, very. By the way, well, I own a business that's XO, a fashion business, and almost all I will be wearing for this, even the podcast, and then and then even like this preliminary podcast before we have the December podcast I'll be showing every month about office career talk generally. I'm going to be wearing my brand, which is XL Clothing. We do uniforms, we do t-shirts, branded shirts, and all the likes. If you want to brand, if you don't want to brand, that's what we do. So the one I wore last week, is from XO, and this too is a branded XO hoodie, right? Hoodies at the back, right? Okay, so that aside, so let's talk about office politics, right? I wouldn't lie, I've been a very, very recipient of office politics. I mean, I think for this particular one I want to talk about, I will keep it. I want to have a little bit of, I'll suspend it for till when we have the podcast. So I would discuss with another person that I know that also has been has faced office politics. As I said, it's a very very, very rampant subject matter that, I mean, it's happening. As I said, it happens everywhere and all. And however, it's very important as a Christian and also as a person, you must know how to go about it with all wisdom. Okay, basically what I would want to talk about from my own experience, because I don't like to talk about things that I've not experienced, and how I went about it to be able to how will I put it, resolve that particular issue in with wisdom, really. Okay, I'll talk from my own, I mean, as regards, this is just a part of office politics, but I mean, it's still part of it. I think office politics is very wide. Like, in different organizations, there are different ways office politics show up and all. But I'll talk about my own personal experience, because, as I said, I don't like to talk about things that I've not experienced, and know how to practical ways to allow it, practical ways to resolve it, right? Because I feel I can't just bringing up situations that have not happened, and how will it be resolved, and how will people learn from it, right? Okay, I'll give my own experience. As I said, the other office, my office politics I faced that cost me my job, my previous jobs, and all that. I'll talk about it in my next episode. I mean, in the podcast, right? As I said, I want to share with someone that also has faced the same thing, and so it will be more it will be more explanatory, and also you will be able to bring it all together and know how to, from different experiences, and know how to properly resolve it. Okay, so for me, so I would say I work in a company that is predominant, like is dominated by elderly people, meaning that, like, let's say 80% of people that I work with are very, very older than me. Right? For me, it's a new environment for me entirely, right? I wouldn't like and then being that, before now I worked with people that are maybe my like my age bracket, and maybe the only person that is older than me like with so much difference is like maybe my manager, and even the difference is not so much as compared to how I have now, where how I have it now, where most of my colleagues are elderly people that are like that have children that are even almost close to my age, and all that. And also, like, it was a new environment for me entirely, I wouldn't lie. And also it means that I needed to know how to resolve issues with people, elderly people. I needed to know how to properly approach people. I needed to know how to put things down in a way that is to be respectful. And also I needed to learn how to manage my when I'm angry, or maybe when they do something wrong, how to properly put things down in a way that, okay, I would address it with them, and also, but at the same time they know how that I'm not okay with what was done, you get, and all that. So however, like, I'll give an example that I personally experienced. Okay, I have two superiors, right? One is my direct head, the other one is the head for the whole department and all. Most times there can be a clash where the main manager is telling you to do something, while the other manager, your direct manager, is saying, oh, okay, do this, maybe kind of contrary to what the main manager said. Normally, the main manager is the one who oversees the whole department. However, it's just like the person directly like overseeing that, the head of my department, I mean the head of my, let's say, a part of the department is also can also give me instructions to do and all. So how do you now, the question is now, how do you now manage, or when the main manager is telling you to do something contrary to what the other manager, that your direct manager, is telling you to do? At the same the main thing is that, well, the essence of the team is to forge ahead, like to work together as a team, to bring ideas in a way that it will help the team achieve its goals and all. However, I know there will be times where there will be clashing instructions, where, just like I said, the main manager saying something like that. So how was I able to manage it? Because honestly, I've faced it a lot of time, and like I at the point I was like, because definitely I respect the both of them, but however, I give more, or like, not that I respect one less, but definitely the one in charge determines how the team goes. So meaning that I'm meant to afford more authority. I mean, more the main manager has more authority, right, and all that, and she determines exactly how the team is run, right? And which, because even my own direct manager works, I mean, submits to her, you get. But however, you need to have a very good relationship with your direct manager too, apart from even your main manager. So how was I able to resolve it? To be honest, I've been at a crossroad in many times, and like many times, where like the main instruction of the main manager is clashing with the other one, and in a way it might look like my own direct boss will now be looking like, to him it will be looking like maybe I respect my main manager more than him, or maybe I don't accord him the respect I meant to accord him. So I mean, I noticed, like, I noticed how he was feeling in times like when I said, okay, this is what madam said, and I said I should help, I should do this like this like this, as against what he said we should do. But he has no choice but to agree, you get. And but however, I noticed that it was affecting my direct relationship with my direct boss, which is not meant to be. So like, what I did was to call someone I know has been in the system, that is my age range in the system for quite, I mean, at least 3 to 4 years, particularly the person who referred me to the job, because I know she said, like, from experience she has faced that too, and she, I needed to learn from her. Like, I needed to learn from her how to, the wisdom in knowing how to treat this particular scenario. However, she has said it many times that she has been in that shoes too. So I mean, she was just the best person to ask. That's one of the lessons you should take from this. Is that, see, you are not an island. There are people that have faced the same issue that you're facing right now, and you should go to them to be able to learn how they resolve the issue in a very wise way, right? This person is someone that is a friend, but I also see her as someone that's been in the company before me, so she should be able to give me like tips on um how to better go about it. And lo and behold, honestly, I was very very glad I sent her a message, because as in our career in general, you cannot be an island. As I said, you cannot be an island, and also you cannot be someone that is all by themselves without seeking advice or counsel with people, even within colleagues. But definitely you need to know the kind of people or the kind of colleague they are going to say, I mean, give some information to, meaning that it's very important for you to be discerning as a Christian. So very, even at work, meaning to mean that knowing who to talk to, the right people to talk to, the right person to talk to, because it's not everybody you talk to that would actually treat your information correct. I mean, well, some people might, as a result, tell other people, then other people will hear and all, and which you don't want. So you be discerning enough to know who to talk to, who not to talk to, and how to resolve issues without having to escalate it to the main management. I mean, to your main boss, you get. And also in this case, I didn't want it to go, because I had the option to, like, because I felt bad that, like, maybe this person, like my direct boss, is not, like, is feeling like we are sidelining him, and all, and I didn't want him to feel that way, so I had to call my friend, and she told me that no, that things are not done that way. That because I had the option of going directly to my main boss and telling her that this is what I noticed, and all. But at the end of the day, it soon be a wise decision. Why? Because you are still going to be working with your direct boss, and if you report to your main boss, right? You report to your main boss, and your main boss now goes to him and talks about it. See, you don't even know if your main boss will support you or not. No matter how good you are, because whether we like it or not, this person too is submitting to. Your direct boss can say something that wouldn't be nice to him. That, oh, this is what you've been doing, and your main boss will be like, so she didn't tell me this, things like that. So it's just better you just be very wise about it and resolve things before, like, so it won't escalate, to the to your main boss in a very, that's why relationship is very important. Like, I learned that, because it's very key, because really people can be very very, office politics can be very very crazy. I wouldn't lie to you, it can be a very very crazy one, and really it just takes God's wisdom to be able to know how to go about it. And definitely, like I said, you are not an island. You have to learn from people, you have to take corrections, you have to be humble to know that, okay, this thing I did is wrong, you should have done it better. You have to be able to ask questions, most importantly. And most importantly, you have to actually be ready to be corrected. I think so. Yeah, yes, you have to be ready to be corrected as regards, oh, okay, this thing you did is wrong, and you'll be able to adjust to what you did that is wrong, and adjust to something that you know that, okay, this is the best way to keep it. And much more, also very important, is how to keeping relationships, like, and also how people say it. The main thing is that, there's this proverb that says that, like, you cannot keep the bird from flying over your head, but you can keep it from touching your head. It means that there's some situations that you cannot control. As regards colleagues that can be very rude, as regards colleagues that can that they don't just want the good things for you. Do you get? As guys colleagues that can backbite, as guys colleagues that you will talk to and they will back and you feel like maybe you can trust them, and you hear what you told them with other people. Like, that is not, you can't control how people treat you, but you can control how you treat people and how you react to things, right? I think that is what I've learned. As I said, this my friend that I told this issue as regards, oh, okay, this is, I need your advice and all. Is the same thing I'm facing, that she faced when she first started her work, right? How did she face? She faced it in the sense that, oh, she was coming from a place where she was coming from before she started working with us, like the same place where I'm working now. Like, she was coming from a place where they were predominant. I mean, like, most of them were young people. So with young people you can, I mean, there's something, but old people, old people, you they demand respect, and the way it is in Nigeria, old people are never wrong. In fact, if they are wrong, even if they are wrong and you decide to abuse them because they are wrong, yes, they are going to still be the ones who are, you are still wrong as a young person. Meaning that, Nigeria is a very cultural place. You can't compare Nigeria to any part of the western world. It's a very cultural place, and even down to career, down to work, is still something that is still like, it's still like, you still see that cultural thing comes, play out, you get. And all because they want to be respected, even whether they are wrong or they are not right. So it's just, as a young person, you want to maintain your career, you want to ensure that, okay, you want to make it said, okay, this place, you want to stay here within a range of time, with a long, or maybe you just have your own plan and all. In order for you not to cut short your plan and everything, it's better for you to be wise. It's better for you to know how to deal with people, no matter how difficult they are, with wisdom, with God's wisdom. Is very, very important. So this, my colleague was like that, saying, my friend, you're like, this is what you're going to do. Like, go and talk to your direct boss. Talk to him your concerns. Talk about your concerns. Talk about what you feel. Talk about, like, what what you feel. Oh, okay, maybe he was not getting it right. And if you need to apologize to him. Sometimes that is just all that. Just talking directly to them, right? And just making them feel important, making them feel respected, would, everything that you feel maybe you might be wrong, you might just forget about that, because all they want is to feel respected. Elderly people are like that, even down to our parents. Sometimes our parents will be wrong, but they will not agree that they are wrong. But as a child, you cannot tell your parent that you are wrong. You cannot tell even your elder brothers that that they are wrong. I know. Even if you tell them directly, like, they will still feel like, why are you to tell me that you are wrong? In at work too, is the same thing. It's the same thing. So, like, you need a lot of wisdom. I wouldn't lie. How I wish I was like how I am now in my previous work. Possibly I will have kept some relationships. Possibly I will have not made some little mistakes that I think I made, and then possibly I will have known how to better go about things. But however, well, it's bygone is bygone. But in life generally, you must learn to, as you get older, you must learn to get, like, when it comes to character wise, know how to, okay, this is what I know I need to work on character wise, and I'll work on it. This is what I need to get better in, and I'll do that. This is what I need to train myself in, and I'll be able to do that. So with time, definitely you will make mistakes, but the main lesson in your mistakes, you should be able to be that, oh, okay, you are learning from this mistake, and next, in any time when that scenario plays out again, you'll be able to be wise enough to know what to do. It means that you are growing. That's what growth means. Growth means that, oh, okay, you passed through this particular situation the other time, but you didn't handle it well. But because you passed through that situation, which might not be so good, you are now learning from it. That is the essence of making mistakes. That's the essence of life in itself. Because definitely you make mistakes, but it's not your ability to be able to learn from that mistake that makes you grow, that makes you a better person, right? And as I said about the mistake I made in my past career and my past work, that cost me my job and some even relationships, I wouldn't, if left to me now, I wouldn't make those decisions. Maybe I would have done things better, or maybe I would have even asked people that have been in the place, in the particular place for long, that you know that this one's mean good though, and you're discerning enough to know, okay, this person, if I ask her, they'll be able to, I mean, they'll be able to tell you things that would be okay for you. And as I said, we keep learning. Even where I am now, I'm still learning. I'll be a year this October 14th, and I wouldn't lie, there's a lot to learn. There's a lot of wisdom. I now know how to better handle people. At the same, all everything just hinges to the fact that relationships, keeping relationships is very important, and not just keeping it, the ability to be able to know how to handle everybody per time, your manager, your direct boss, your colleagues, your senior colleagues. And in this case that I said, that like where I am working is somewhere that 90% of staffs are people that are way younger than me. You will rarely see, like, only very few young people like us that we have there. And also, like, it is very very important for you to have one person that you can always go to and ask questions on how to do things, on how to better handle situations. And also, yes, definitely have a mentor. You can actually have a mentor within your organization. I have a mentor. He was the one who taught me, like when he was leaving my department, he was the one who taught me all I needed to know, and everything I'm doing now. He was the one who taught me. So I took him as a mentor, right? Why did I take him as a mentor? Because I know that this person is someone that has been in the system for a long period of time, right? And he knows what I'm doing, and he knows the best way. In fact, in some decisions where I was meant to go to another sub department and I asked him questions. I had to ask him questions, that is it better and then I'll now go back to my manager and be like, okay, no, I think I'll prefer that I still stay here, since I'm new and I need to still better understand the processes than going to another new department on its own. Like those like a mentor in your what do you call it, in your organization will help you. The mistakes that they make, they would not want you to. It's a genuine mentor and a good mentor. The mistake that they made, right? Sorry. Okay, a genuine mentor, the mistake that they made, they wouldn't want you to make it. So they will give you advice based on the mistake that they've made that they wouldn't want you to make, right? So even in this scenario where I was having a little bit of clash between decisions between my direct boss and my main boss, I needed to go to him. So I had two people I went to. My friend, who I know that would talk to me as regards, oh no, do this thing like this and also a mentor that knows that was once in my department that now left, that I can easily tell okay, this is it, and also that can correct me. My friend can correct me, but there's a little bit of familiarity that it's my friend. Okay, I hear what I, but you need an elderly person, someone that is way more experienced, that will be able to sit you down and say, correct, this thing you're doing is wrong, this thing you're doing is wrong, do it this way, do it this way. So in this situation, I spoke to two people, my friend and also my mentor, who taught me everything I know right now. And I know that anytime, everybody should have someone that's when they call you to order, you're not just like having a pastor that that when you're doing something wrong, can check on you no matter what. And it's good for sanity, it's good for sanity, it's good for you to keep getting better, because people should be able to correct you. You should be able to be humble enough to be correct, and you should have people that can correct you. You should have people that can tell you, oh no, this way you are going is not good, and you'll be able to, and you know that yes, if they call you like this, you are answering them 100 times, because you respect them, and you understand that you are much more experienced than you are. And also I think that will be all for now. I hope you were able to get a lot from this. And also next week we'll be talking much more about relationship with fellow. This is about office politics, right? I know, but I will talk more about office politics in our podcast next December. However, next week we'll be talking more about keeping relationships, right? Keeping relationships as colleagues, and maybe it could extend to maybe other, not only career alone, maybe other like other aspects of life. One thing I know is that relationship is the life wire of anyone. Like your relationship, the people you keep around you determine a lot about who you are, your purpose, and if you're actually going to achieve um, your purpose or not in life. You get, and also it's very very important. So I feel it's key to talk about it, and I know that there will be a lot to learn. And I can't wait for us to start having a very interactive session where you can actually, like, there'll be a Q&A time where you can actually put what you're facing down. And I mean, one or two times I can go to the comment section and see answer the questions. I mean, real life situations that is happening in your career right now that you need help on. I know I can actually just randomly check the chats under, and I can check the chat under and reply to you. Maybe I can just if you want it to be private, I can send a mail or talk one on one. And that is how I want this. How I want our YouTube channel to go. A place where you're not just learning, but you're actually getting advice on real life career decisions that you're about to make, just to make a proper, in order for you to make a proper decision in your career, and also to have a good relationship with both your past and your present um, workplace. I know in the long run, we trust that this will be a very very a learning platform for anyone in the career girlies, career guys, anyone to learn, and with time it will actually expand to other things, right? So thank you for your time. I really really appreciate your time, your efforts. Thank you for, please subscribe if you've not subscribed, like my the page, comments. I really am waiting for your comments. I want a very interactive, I want something that is very interactive. I want to be sure that I'm not talking to myself alone. I want to be sure that people are actually getting better. I want to be sure that people are learning. I want to be sure that people are able to get one or two things, and I would like to see it in my comments. Thank you very much. Till next week Friday. This is your girl, Diary of a Blessed Girl. Bye.